Motorsport from New Zealand, MP Motorsport from the Netherlands, Campos Racing from Spain, ART Grand Prix from France, and Primo Racing from Italy.
Yeah, excited, Bob, to have some American girls here in this series. You got Chloe Chambers, Leah Block, and the wild card is new this year, isn't it?
Yes, wild card is a singleton entry for a driver from a specific country where the race is being held, in this case. It is American Courtney Crone driving for the Prema team, who will thus have 4 cars in the race. She will race for points. So the other racers will have to keep an eye on her. If she finishes in the top 10, picks up points that bumps of series regular out of that opportunity to score championship points. There's been a little bit of a delay. We are still a couple of minutes away from the start of the session. And Jonathan, this morning we saw the girls sliding all over the place. We'll see if the track has evolved and rubbered in. It can give them a little more grip.
Yeah, there's no question. The poor girls had to go out, the first ones out, and obviously no grip whatsoever. Completely green tracks. We look at the championship leader, Abby Pullen, who does have some experience here. Of course, there was a W Series race here 2 years ago. Abby was in that, as were, I think, about 5 women in all who took part in that race. So some have got some experience, but it's a bit of the surface, and, you really can't. It's chalk and cheese to what they, I'm sure, experienced a couple of years.
Right, Abby Pulling, in addition, Emily DeHooch, Chloe Chambers, Maria Marti, and Blanca Bustamante from the Philippines by racing standards.
Yeah, they've knocked that down a little bit, and of course the other 100,000 people I've brought to them by the F1 team. So it's a combined partnership, so there's motivation on each side for success. And again, the other side of it is, while this weekend goes on, while they have to concentrate on their 2 races, they're also, on the Sunday, after they've done, in the pits, listening to the debriefs and the preparations of the actual F1 drivers, which you just can't buy in terms of.
Yeah, and all these drivers must be between 16 and 25 years old at the start when they start their first race.
Practice is now underway.
And it's frenetic already, isn't it?
Right, and this is interesting. You must want to run those in tail like that. You get a feeling for what the turbulent air behind the car ahead and how it affects your car's aerodynamic efficiency.
Obviously, you see the tire wear that we saw in the first practice, because it was significant.
It was very suspect, and these girls are limited, like the Grand Prix drivers, in the tire allotment. They get 3.5 sets, basically 14 tires, to use during the entire weekend, which includes 2 practice sessions, a round of qualifying, and 2 race distances.
There's so many aspects to that, right? Not only you have to plan the strategy around it, but you have to, you can't push it and spin off. You've eaten up a set of tires, right? And there's so many things to making sure you watch all the tire allocation.
Recognize the Alpine BWT livery on the car of Abby Pulling, who we understand is not feeling her best this weekend.
Yeah.
The 21-year-old from Great Britain who leads the championship. Penalized was Ms. Penn and Prema Racing because she took the checkered flag twice. So it was her focus, and she realized the race was over. The team didn't tell her anything. She went around a second time, and that is a no-no.
Yeah, it's comical, but it's not, because you can imagine the focus. And I feel for her, because she totally dominated that weekend, and she should be marked ahead. Now she's third in the championship. But I'll tell you what, we're going to get the best out of that French lady this weekend, because she is really upset by what happened, I'm sure. But she wants to bounce back really quickly.
She had to come out of the weekend with a ton of confidence, having done that, and now something to prove because the points got taken away.
Took pole position, really dominated the weekend, but that takes nothing away from Abby Pulling, who was right there the whole way. Finished second, elevated to first place, and leads the championship, as Jonathan mentioned.
I got to sit down with American Leah Block. You might recognize that last name because her dad